Welcome to ProgrammingKT. I am explaining about the concept is operators. So in last video, I already covered arithmetic operators, unary operators, and assignment operators. So in this video, I am trying to explain remaining operators. So if you did not watch previous video, watch that video. You will get more clarity on arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, modulus operator, and division. And moreover that unary operators, I mean logical not increment and decrement and assignment, I mean operators like equal to. So with this we have a number of special combinations like addition assignment, subtraction assignment, multiplication assignment, modulus assignment, division assignment. So in this video I am trying to explain about remaining operators. Like next one is fourth one, that is relational operators. Let me try to write here. So fourth one is relational operator. Relational operators. So relational operators are used to check the condition between two operands. What is the relation between two operands? I mean, to check that relational conditions. Like, let me write example, then you will get some clarity. So relational operators. First, let me list out them. What are the relational operators we have? So we have relational operators like less than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, is equal to, not equal to. So these are the relational operators we have. So less than is you to check the first operand is, I mean less than to second operand. Let me try to, I mean write example for each and every one. So first I am trying to declare two variables, then I will apply, I mean all relational operators. Imagine I have two variables, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. So these are the two variables we need to apply, I mean all relational operators. So first one I am trying to apply less than. So to check that a value is less than to b value, how we can check? By using one of the conditional statement called if. So still, I mean this conditional statement till, I mean still now I did not cover. In coming videos I will explain in detail about conditional statements. So for now you can focus on inside the if block only. A less than b. So if it is true, I mean a value, what is the value of a is 10, right? B value is 20. So a value I am trying to store into a variable b of type integer. So if you did not watch that videos about variables, so watch that video, you will get more clarity. So a value is less than b, I mean a is 10, right? 10 less than, 10 less than 20, true, right? So it will get, I mean immediately inside that if block will be executed as SOP of some relational logic, whatever it may be, can print inside this. So if it is not, it will immediately execute into. If you write else block, always else block is optional depending on your requirement. If you want to, you can write, or else you can leave it. But to check the condition, I mean the a value is I mean less than, or I mean less than to b, so we can use, I mean these relational operator, I mean less than relational operator. So second one is less than or equal to. So it will check exact value. So I mean even though if I can declare here 10 also, it will give false. I mean let me write one more variable. So I have one more variable called int c. Int c is equal to 10. Again I am declaring same value. So in that case let me try to explain about in a less than only. So if a less than c, so both are 10 less than c, I mean 10 less than 10, right? So even the values are same, but we will get, I mean false, I mean immediately if block only will be executed. So I will explain at the time of writing code inside that editor. So why? Because 10 less than 10 false, right? So if block won't executed. Previously 10 less than 20 true if block executed. So if you write else block SOP off, it will execute false. So for handling this case, I mean, if the two values are, I mean, either it may be less than or equal to. In that case, we can use this less than or equal to. So let me try to write for that as well. So if a less than or equal to b. So either it may be less than or equal to also no problem. So a value must be less than to b or equal to, I mean same also. In that case, I mean true if block will be executed like true, else false. I am trying to write the string here. So in that case, let me try to explain with some data. So 10 less than or equal to 10 true. So 10 less than or equal to 11 true. Why? Because 11 is, I mean, greater than 10, right? I mean, like this, any condition you can apply. I mean, 10 less than or equal to 15, true. So, this kind of, to check the condition, either it may be less than or equal to. So, this is the about, it will check exactly less than or. So, but equal, I mean, with that exact value also, we can compare by using less than or equal to. So greater than also almost similar to this one, but reverse less than reverse is greater than. So and greater than or equal to also remains the same. So let me try to write example for greater than also. So again write example of a greater than b. Same value I am trying to write a greater than b. So a value is 10. B value is 20. So it is false, right? 10 greater than 20 is false. So in that case, else block will be executed. So if block won't be executed. Why? Because 10 is less than 220, right? Here I am trying to compare with reverse. 10 is greater than 20, false. Immediately, I mean, else block will be executed. So next one, greater than or equal to also same. So in that case, a greater than or equal to, I can provide C. So if it is exactly equal, a value is exactly equal to C or greater than to C. So in that case, if block will be executed. In here, 10 greater than or equal to, either it may be equal or greater than a value to C. In that case, the block will be executed. F of true. So here I am trying to write just SOP statements. So instead of that, in real time we can write lot of logic inside that corresponding. If it is true, we can write number of I mean number of lines of statements. So for now, for understanding simplicity, I wrote only S out statements. So this is about greater than and greater than or equal to. So equal to means strictly both are same or not. Exactly we can compare like, let me little bit move up. So equal to nothing but, so equal to less than or equal to greater than or equal to completed. Now equal to nothing but we can check exact values. So if A exactly, I mean same value. So if A contains 10, B contains 10, then only if block will be executed. Else false will be printed. So let us say here the value of A is 10, B is 20, right? So not equal. So 10 is not 10 is equal to 20, false. It will execute else block. So not equal to means here it will if I can compare these values with not equal to A, not equal to B. So both are same values. Equal to means A holds the same value, B holds same value. In that case, if block will be executed. So not equal to means A is different value, B is different value. Even though not only positive numbers, negative numbers also. Let me write some different variable. Negative numbers also we can use. So here I can declare one k is equal to minus 10. So in that case, a not equal to k. So a value is 10 not equal to minus 10. So both are same, both are not same, right? In that case, immediately true will be executed. So this is about relational operators. I mean, these are very simple. I mean, to check the relation condition between two operands. These, I mean, these relational operators use less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. So most probably you can use these kind of operators in for loops also, right? So when you are trying to write for loop, so most of the time we can use these first four. I mean, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So let me try to implement one for loop here. I want to print numbers from 1 to 5. So in that case, how we can write? If I can use less than for condition statement in for loop, it will print up to four values only. Now it won't print five. For we try to write for I equal to 1, I less than 5. If I can use less than statement, I mean, relational operator, I plus plus, this is increment operator. In last video I already explained. So if I can print sop of I, it will print up to 4 only. 1 2 3 4. Why? Because at the time of 5 this condition becomes false. Let me trace out. So I value and condition. I mean, that for loop condition statement. So initial I value is 0. So first initialization happens. How for loop internally execute. So at the time of explaining conditional statements and moreover that iteration statement, I will explain. First initialization is happened. Then condition will check. Statement will be print again. I mean, it will be increment value, again condition will be executed. So this is the process, looping process. So first it will value is 1, right? 1. I think here it is not 0. I'm starting from 1, right? I can remove this. So initial value of I is 1. Condition is, once initialization is done, it move to condition. So 1 less than 5, true. It will print 1. Next one is here. I already, let me print from here. 1 is printed. Now again condition value will be incremented to 1 plus plus means 2. Okay, 2 less than 5, true. 2 will be print. Again 3. 3 less than 5, true. Again 3 will be printed. Next 4 less than 5, true. 4 will be printed. Next 5 less than 5. So here it is failing. 5 won't be printed. So immediately for loop will be terminated. So if you want to print 5 itself, you need to use less than or equal to statement. Less than or equal to. So then it will print 5. Next time 6 less than 5. Then for loop will be terminated after printing 5. So this is about less than and less than or equal to in for loop. So same applicable for, I mean, greater than or equal to. If you want to print reverse, I mean 10 to 1. In that case you can use greater than, greater than or equal to. You can play with your own. I explained one operator, right? You can explain your, I mean, play with your own. Next I am trying to explain about next operator is, I mean, next concept of operators is, till now we covered relational, logical operators. I am trying to explain about logical operators. We try to explain about logical thing here only, right? So I'm trying to explain about logical operators now. So we have only three logical operators. So logical operators are five. Not it will be looking like eight. So five logical operators. So logical operators are nothing but we have three only. So first one is and, second one is or, third one is not. Logical not. So these are the logical operators. So and is used to check the both conditions are true or not. Or is used to check any one is true, it will true. Not means, I mean, exactly opposite to boolean value. If it is true, we can apply not, it will return false. If it is false, you can apply not, it will return true. So this one also I already explained on last video at the time of explaining unary operators. So imagine again I am declaring here all examples I am trying to explain with integers only. Why? Because so it will be simple for understanding. So I am trying to explain about basics, right? So at the time of explaining basics, I mean, this kind of primitive values, other it will be easy if I can explain with objects. Till now, I did not completed OOPS principles, right? So it will be complex. So I am using int. If you can apply on your own with the different data types also, float, double, long, character, anything. So for now, I am explaining about integers only. So I am trying to apply logical and. This is called and. This is or. This is not. So these are the three operators, logical operators. So and is used to check both are true or not. Let me try to write and. So I am trying to explain. I am trying to use right. So A is greater than 30. You need to wrap this statement with the double quotes. When R is, if it is only one, it is optional. But anyway, you can wrap this. That will be good for understanding. So and C is C is less than 50. So we can observe here. So a value is 20. 20 greater than 30. True, right? We will get result like true. True. And C is less than, C value is 30. 30 less than 50. True. So let me try to write here truth table. True. True. Result will be true. This is our truth table, right? From our higher school onwards, we will, I mean, we know that about truth table, right? If it the first value is true, second value is true, we can for and operator, I mean result also true. So first value is false. For I'm trying to explain about r. So any one is true, either true it will return true, or else first value is true, second value is false, also true. So this is about r. This is for and. So not means exactly negate. So only one, right? The value is true. If we can apply not, it will return false. The value is false. If we can apply a logical not, it will return true. This is about, I mean, this is specifically for, I mean, not. This is for and or not. Not, if it is true, we can apply logical, a logical not, it will return false. If it is false, if we can apply logical not, it will return true. So this is about truth table. So I explained here true, true. It will return true, right? So if block will be execute, right? This is about logical and. R means any one value is satisfied, it will execute the corresponding statement. So let me try to explain. A greater than, here I can write like a greater than 20 only. I can apply or C less than 45. So I am trying to apply SOP of corresponding value, whatever logic you can print here. So what is the A value? A value is 20, right? 20 greater than 20 false. So R C value is 30. 30 less than 45. So this is true, right? We will get result is true. Why? Because here I already explained, right? So false, true, any one value is true, it will return true. This is about logical or. Logical not means exactly opposite to, I mean, boolean value. Let me try to write example for that one as well. So logical not. So if I can apply if, so a value is less than 10. Let me write this out here, let me book and write. So let me try to trace out. A value is how much? A value is 20, right? 20 less than 10. So it is false, right? If I can apply, I need to wrap that statement with the braces. If I can apply not, So in that case it will be true. Why? Because this value is false, right? 20 less than 10 is false. For false, if I can apply logical not, result will be true. So this is about logical not for any expression here. Inside this expression, instead of a less than b, or else if you can use your characters, boolean values. I mean, or else anyway, this is the boolean statement only. Floating, double, long, any or else any user objects also we can compare. If we can apply not, it will return opposite value. If it is true, return false. If it is false, if we can apply logical not, false. So this is about logical operators. Next one is ternary operator. So ternary operator is nothing but shorthand syntax for if-else blocks. Oh, let me try to write the ternary operator. Sixth one is ternary operator. So ternary operator syntax will be, so question mark, here we can write our expression whatever it may be. Here if it is the value is true, this I mean here it will be executed. If the value is false, after colon will be executed. So value is true, I mean after question mark, value is false after double colon. This is the execution order of ternary operator. So again here I can declare values like int I is equal to 10 and int j is equal to 20. So now I try to explain about ternary operator. So I am trying to find bigger value, I mean these two. So and also I am trying to print it. So if I is greater than j, so I am trying to find the, I mean corresponding statement. I am trying to write bigger value, I am trying to find it, or else this is not exactly suitable example. If it is I is greater than j, I am trying to print I is the bigger value, else j is the bigger value, right? So for this, how I can apply ternary operator? So I value is greater than j. I am trying to store into a, I mean big value in one statement. Int can k. So if the I value is greater than j, a value is greater than j, I am trying to consider I. So if the I value is means if this statement is true, after question mark will be executed. If the statement is false, I mean after colon will be executed. So here I wrote if block and corresponding, I mean 4 lines, right? Here it will be only one line. So here I value is 10. 10 is greater than 20, false, right? If it is false, it will immediately, it is considering this value. If it is true, it is considering this value, I mean after a question mark. So now k value holds, I mean in the value variable k holds j value, I mean 20. 20 it will be stored into k value. If I can print I mean sop of k, the value will be 20. So this is about ternary operator. I mean this is shorthand syntax for if else blocks. So if else block means it is taking 4 to 5 lines, right? So if a conditional statement is expecting only one line of code, in that case, this ternary operator is recommended. So here we need to write the expression. That expression is, I mean, result is true. Question mark. I mean, after question mark, I mean, whatever statement here you can write your values, it will be taken, or else it will taken after colon values. This is about ternary operator. So next one is, let me move that. I mean that I declared list of operators, right, that are available in Java. Little big. Let me zoom out. So I covered arithmetic, unary operators, assignment operator, relational operators, logical, ternary. So bitwise and shift operators are, I mean, for now we can ignore it. Why? Because we can use very rarely. So instance operators are also at the time of explaining about object-oriented principle. I will explain. I mean instance of operator to check that the object is a specific class or not. Now let me try to write examples about I mean relational operators, logical operators, and ternary operator. So this is the last video code. Let me try to comment out this code. Then I will explain about today's video code. I mean relational operators, logical operators, and ternary operator. So we have up to assignment operator I completed. So from this, fourth one is ternary. I mean relational operators. Relational Relational operators are nothing but less than, less than or equal to, greater than, greater than or equal to, is equal to, and not equal to. These are the relational operators. So let me try to declare variables about these for explaining relational operators. So I is equal to 10, and I am trying to declare one more variable, j is equal to 20. Now I'm trying to explain, I mean, trying to implement a relational operator called less than. So instead of this, if I can explain with for loop, you will get more clarity instead of comparing single variables. You will let me try to finish this. So I less than j. So I'm trying to print I, else I'm trying to print j. Else this is the rewards. So if it is true, I mean I value is, I mean I am trying to print a bigger value. So print a big value. I is less than j. I mean if it is true, I am trying to print j. Otherwise, if it is false, I am trying to print I. So if we have only one statement inside that if block or else block, curly braces are optional. I will explain this kind of tips when I am explaining about conditional statements. So now let me try to execute this code, move into folder. So my code is there. I mean this file operators file will be there. So under programming, right now we are under programming, Java programming. Inside that operators folder, operators ex will be there. So or else I can directly click here. So it will take time. I mean, and moreover that it will. I mean, for executing this, so much content it will. I mean, printed. So here it is taking right files, program files. I mean, absolute path it will take and it will execute it. Instead of that, if I can move to exactly that path, operators. So Java operators is dot Java. So instead of this kind of hell, so it will be simple. Only one line I got 20 result. I mean 20 is the bigger value here. So if it I less than say 10 less than 20 true. So that's why the value 20 is printed. So if I can move I greater than j, it will print I value that is 10. So this is about relational operator less than and greater than, less than or equal to, if I can put here. So it is print. Why? Because so anyway 10 less than or equal to 20 it is true, right? So exact value, let me try to declare with 10 here also. It will print j only. Anyway both are same, right? So 10 only. If I can print here, we try to write some message. Big value. Now let me try to explain. Anyway, both are same, but it will take. I mean, first statement it will be executed. Why? Because here itself condition is executed. 10 less than or equal to 10, both are same. That's why it is executed here. Now let me try to implement this less than or equal to less than and greater than or equal to greater than by using for loops. So I want to print numbers from 1 to 5 or 10, whatever it may be. So I am trying to declare variable k equal to 0 and k less than 10 and k less than 10, right? K less than 10, k plus plus. So in that case, what is the output? If I can print s out k, so it will print from, instead of 0 I can make any, if I can put 0 also no problem. So let me start with 1. So 1 to, I mean, k less than or equal to 10, it will print up to 1 to 9. Why? Because here we put less than only. Let me try to run. So 1 to 9, if I can put here less than or equal to, it will print 1 to 10 also. So previously it printed up to 9. Now it will print 10 also. Why? Because with the help of this less than or equal to operator, relational operator. Same for greater than or equal to also. Let me try to. So instead of k equal to 1, I will put not only 10, I can use as a 100 also. 100 and up to how many times? And k greater than or equal to 90. I mean greater than 90, then I will use that equal to also. Now it will print up to, I think, 91. Let me try to export it. So 91 exactly. So if you want 90 as well, if we can put here equal, I mean equal to, greater than or equal to, it will print 90 as well. Here we are seeing, right? So this is about less than or equal to, greater than and greater than or equal to. Next one I am trying to explain about equal to and not equal to. So these are nothing but to check the exact, I mean, two values are equal or not equal. So let me try to use these values as well here. Let me try to format it. We can format the code is not control alt shift F. So now I am explaining about equal to and not equal to, right? So if I equal to j, if it is, I am trying to print both variables holding same value. Both variables holding same values. So else I can write else statement as out both variables holding different values. Both variables holding different values. Now let me try to execute it. So both variables holding same values. Why? Because I is 10, j is equal to 10. Let me try to change with I equal to, I mean j equal to 11. So I got both variables holding different values. I is different, j is different. To check the equality between two values, we can use this equal to, and not equal to. If I can apply not equal to, I will get this value only. I mean both variables here. I need to, I mean change the statement. If I can, both variables holding same values, it will print if I can run. So both variables holding same value. Why? Because here it is, if block is, it is true. That's why it is. I need to, I mean, move this statement. I mean, move this statement to up, or I can replace that message. Now let me try to execute it. So both variables holding different values. Why? Because I not equal to j, right? That's why it is printing. I mean, if block is executing. So this is about relational operators. Next one is relational operators. After, I think, fifth one is logical operators. Logical operators. Logical is, I think, five. So logical operators. So logical operators are nothing but we have only three, right? Those are and, are, not equal to, not logical, not logical and, logical are, logical not. So I can reuse these variables only, I and j. So what else? Declare x and y for the, I mean, I mean instead of moving up and down, I am trying to declare here itself. Int x equal to 12, int y equal to 13. Now try to implement these two operators, I mean these three operators. So I am trying to check. x is greater than 10 and y is less than 50. So I need to wrap this. You can write it as true. You can wrap without wrapping also, it is okay, but it will be good if I can wrap for readability purpose. It will be good. Without using that one also, it is working. It won't provide any compilation error. So I can write it as a false. So now x is greater than 20, I mean 12, 12 greater than 10, true, and y is 13, 13 greater 13 less than 50, true. It will print the result like true. I mean true, first value is true, second value is true. Here it is true, here it is true. I already explained, right? So about and is true and true, result also true. This is about logical and. Next one is logical or. Let me try to copy this and explain about logical or. Logical or is nothing but the line will be like this, I mean two vertical bars. So if any one is true, it will return true. This is one possible scenario. Next one is false and one is true, so result also true. So here I can write true. Here the result also true. One more combination will be there. I'm trying to write about truth table. So false, true, false, true, false. Also true, false. Also it will return true. Finally, if both false, it will return false. False, false is result is false. So this is about truth table. Here the variable I can it will warning. I mean provide compilation error for the, so I can write logical or. So let me try to paste this one as well for logical and also logical and. So logical and means true, true, then only true. Remaining all cases it will be false. So in if both true, then I mean here also I need to update that operator and and two times and and for third case also and fourth case also and. So if both true and we will return true. If any one is false, return false. Here if both true, return true. Any one is true also, return true. If both false, return false. This is about logical or. So here I can provide like or. So I am trying to check like here I will change the value. Y value is 13, right? If I can provide 12 here, 12 here, 12, 13 less than 12 false, right? But 12 greater than 10, it is true. So in that case, I can replace here logical or result. I can print here. Oh, let me try to print it. So logical or, it is executing true, right? So let me replace this with and replace here false. So here I am trying to apply, I mean last scenario, false, false, false. So 12, I mean value of x is 12, right? 12 here I am wantedly to make false. I mean x greater than 12. So in this case, I think it will logical or false. So logical or false. Why? Because here both statements are false. X is greater than 12 false. Y is less than 12 false. Both are false. Result also false. So this is about logical and logical or. And next one is logical not. It is exactly opposite. So let me try to write example for that one as well. So if X is greater than 0. Imagine. That's out. Let me copy this. Logical not true. So x value is really greater than 2, right? I mean 12, right? X value here, what is x value? X value is 12, so logical not true. Let me try to implement not operator. So for this we need to wrap that with the braces, logical not. Now let me try to export it. It won't print. Why? Because there is no else statement. So if I can use else, logical not false, logical not false. Now let me try to execute logical not false. Yeah, we are expecting. So if we can apply this logical not, if the result is true, it will return true. Write truth table for this one as well. I think for this 2 is enough. Logical not, logical not. So if it is true, if it is true, you can apply logical not for the true, it will return result like false. So if it is false, if we can apply logical logical not, the result will be it is false. So false, if it is false, if we are applying the logical not operator, it will return true. This is about logical not. Exactly opposite. True means false, false means true. Next one is, with this logical operators also completed. Next one is ternary operator. So I think sixth one is ternary operator. Ternary operator I already explained, right? So it is the shorthand syntax for, if else block. Ternary, ternary operator. So syntax will be, expression, question mark and colon. So this is the syntax about ternary operator. So let me try to print that. Execute write on logic. So x is greater than y. So I am trying to print the, find the greater than greater value. So let me declare one variable. Let z equal to, I initialize z. So if it is, I am trying to store bigger value. If it is x, I am trying to store z value inside. X value inside z. Else, so z value, y value, I'm trying to store y. So here exactly I wrote 4 to 5 statements, right? So to find the, maximum value from two value, let me try to print out z value. Z, let me save and let me execute. So z value is 13. Why? Because from x and y, and where the declared that values, yeah, 12 and 13, bigger value is 13, right? That is here I am trying to store in z value. So by using this logic, so we can replace this 4 to 5 lines logic with one line by using ternary operator. So let me show you how we can do that. So if the x value is greater than y value, consider x value only, else consider y value. So this is the syntax for ternary operator. Moreover that I am trying to assign to variable called z. Here I already declared, right? There is no to declared one more time. Just I am try here I declared I am reusing, either it may be a flag or in or else I can int ternary operator result I am trying to store. Now let me try to print ternary ternary operator thing result. So I am trying to, I think here also I will get the value is tr value is 13. Let me try to execute the code and observe the output. So ternary operator result is 13. So With this logic, if your statement, I mean, if block and else block, if your business logic is only one line, it is always recommended to use ternary operator. So why? Because it is shorthand syntax. Instead of writing 4 to 5 lines in one line, it will be, you can reduce the number of lines in code, right? So that is ternary operator is always recommended. So till now I covered out of nine, six operators I covered. I mean, five is logical operator, six is ternary operator. Anyway, bitwise operator, shift operators are may not recommended for now, but because absolute beginners it is not required. So once you have proper knowledge, then you can learn. So I will make anyway in short videos. So instance of operator I will cover when I am trying to explain about object oriented principles. So with this I completed operators concept. So if you like the content, hit on like button and subscribe Programming Kitty. Thanks for watching.